your NPBA commissioner. Billy, right now the weather's a big factor. What's going to happen and how is it going to affect the start of this race?
Well, right now we've already pushed back 1 hour due to the bad weather and the visibility. Offshore we've only got 50 feet of visibility. We need, of course, at least 1 mile to 3 miles before we can start the race. With that, everyone's walking around with a lot of tension.
So we'll just have to wait and see. But right now, this NPBA has certainly caught on. How are your feelings and what are your expectations for upcoming seasons?
We've got a great fleet, as you see here today. All these fellows here are the best boats in the Northeast, and I feel that the boats in the Northeast are the best boats in the nation, if not in the world also. All these guys are setting all kinds of records with their speeds, and they probably see the same tomorrow, well, today or tomorrow out in the ocean. Just see what they can do.
A chat with you wouldn't be complete without a mention of the Hot Shot race team. What is happening with that one for today?
The Hot Shot race team is back. We've got 3 outboards, as you know, this year. We're running in Class C, one of the most competitive classes, it seems, this year. We hope we'll do well. This is our kind of water, big water. We hope for big 30-foot seas, kind of with round tops on them.
Very good. There you have it. Bill Friends, Hot Shot race team, as well as your commissioner of the NPBA, who's also doing a fine job for the 85 campaign. Thank you very much, Bill.
Thank you, Joe.
Well, here we go. We already joined our race in progress right now, and you have Hot Shot and Challenge on the outside. We really got some racing here. We've had some problems getting off the ground, but right now we are live and happening right now in racing with E33, Gino Montron's Instant Air Freight. Look at this Chris Cat move right here. This boat has been a champion all year, really running hard. Gino knows he's got a hot boat. He's had one all year, and as the races go on, the boat just gets better and better. Gino and Frank have really been campaigning hard. Right now in class, Gino Montron roughly has over 1,400 points, as I checked earlier today. His closest competitor, Billy Martin's Bounty Hunter, is way back there with only around 700. So theoretically, Montron just has to finish the 2 races, and he will be your reigning E-Class champion in the NPBA. However, the way we've gotten to know Gino, it's not really his style. He wants to come out and race that boat. Instant Air was made to race, and that's how he runs. They're comers, they're challengers, they are true boat racers. Instant Air Freight race team really means business, and Gino is going to go out and try to prove things today. Over the course of some of our past races, Gino's been having steering problems that he's been really trying to work out this campaign. They feel they've gotten some new modifications from Linder and Loers respectively to really try to aid this cat go through the water. We're just gonna have to wait and see how things prevail and the steering problems get worked out for Instant Air. But right here, things seem to be look pretty good. They're ballpark doing about 76, 77 miles per hour right now. It's a little rough right here, so they got to take it easy a little bit. Of course, this boat can attain speeds more, but they're just gonna have to feel their way around the first part of this race course. They've got to go 5 laps, and you never know what can happen. A lot of racing to do. Still looking real good right here. Doing a little navigational maneuvers on the course, getting lined up with their next checkpoint. Basically, the first lap of the race, they just want to really test out the steering, make sure the boat's attitude is correct, and then really get in the groove of this race. And other boats are going to be making a move here. You know, in pressures, East Coast Marine is going to be tough. Bob DiCarlo's Firefox really coming hard. Instant Air Freight's Gino Montron and Frank Latch. Right now, your present points leader in E-Class. Gino, the boat's really starting to do well, and with the first place in Barnegat Bay, how is it looking for today?
We're real pleased with the boat, the equipment, and the crew. Everything is coming up to the expectations we thought we would be at this place near the end of this season. We're really satisfied. The only new thing we did this week was put on a new steering. George Linder, we'd like to thank him for kind of helping us out. We had a steering problem, and we think we're still going to overcome that, but we're going to do the best we can and hopefully keep in the winning ways that we've had in the past.
Frank, how have you and Gino come together now as a race team with this boat?
Through past experience, through racing, we met and we started. You know, I got with them going and just got in together.
And as the boat's improving, the crew's improving?
Yes. Boat's going fast, and we just got to get it all together.
Gino, with the placing in today, what'll that do for Instant Air Freight in E-Class?
If we placed first, second, or third, of course we're going to place first. No one can beat us in the. We'll be the unlimited champion in the NPBA.
Well, there you have it. The head instigator himself, Gino Montron and Frank Latch, Instant Air Freight in Freeport, Long Island. Back on Instant Air. Looking real good right here. Real good coming right here. Some racing is happening right now, as I can see. Gino Montron and Frank Latch, they've been together now a couple campaigns, really coming together. Basically, the whole Instant Air Freight race team is coming together. The boat, its big support team, and those orange shirts you see all over the races. The crew itself running the boat, and just everyone behind the entire Instant Air Freight movement and race team has really propelled this boat into championship status on the NPBA class. Especially that big E-class victory can come in handy for Montron's quest to repeat in '86. But of course, as you know, nothing's in the bag, and Gino and Frank are just going to have to really keep racing to finish out here and finish with a finale down in New Rochelle. Seems to be vibrating a little on the steering there. You can see from Gino's arms. We'll just have to wait and see. It's a long race. We'll have to just see if Gino can keep the whole thing together. If the steering's in tune, Frank can really give it some gas on those throttles. But if the steering's tight, Frank's just going to have to hold back and wait and see. You see it's a little choppy right here, going through some other boats. And right now, we are on a new boat, Dietro Realy, B44. That's Rich DiPietro's boat. Along for the ride with Rich today is Jeff Galanti and Perry Giatiempo. Rookie campaign for Dietro Realty race team right now, but in their first race, the Dockside in New Jersey, they took a surprising first, and right now they still look good. They entered our other races due to mechanical breakdowns, just getting a feel for offshore racing. Dietro Realty met with some hardships and didn't finish a couple through this race course. Looking like a good 76, 74 miles per hour right now, and the attitude of this boat looks pretty good. This soup right here really can help these boats out. The deep fees really love climbing on top of this rough water. Helps get them propelled, and they just kind of propel themselves over the crests of these waves and really can make some time where the cats have to stay a little further down in some calmer water. If this boat holds together with this crew, they could really have some race today. Look at them right here, really looking like a disciplined race team. Still looking strong. That boat's really kicking out some power right here. The boats are really starting to spread out a little, as you can tell, as in any offshore powerboat race. They kind of find their rhythm and just kind of set back in classes and start to get stretched out. Unofficially, from my statisticians, we've got East Coast Marine in about 3rd or 4th place after the first lap. B91 is right out there. E51 is in the hunt, and they're really looking good, starting to get stretched out. We're going to stay with Rich DiPietro and his crew for a little while longer. They look real good. And we're going to be looking for some other boats to be spotting for today's exciting coverage of the Scorpion 100. Right now, skies have cleared considerably from this morning. We've got some good racing, which Freeport, Long Island is known for. Tommy Masada's headquarters race crew has really done a good job in this race, and it's becoming an exciting offshore race. The NPBA always producing the quality of offshore powerboat racing. Firefox race team, Bob DiCarlo, Debbie Z, and Mike Tagonis. Bob, this boat is really surprising everyone. We've had a second in Greenwich, I believe a second overall in Barnegat Bay. You must be elated about it. Could you tell us something about this?
Yes, the boat seems to be running very good. It's handling, and Mike is driving it very well, and we're just trying, you know, see what we can do, and hope today the fog lifts and everything, and we can go out there and keep it going and finish.
For a 24-foot skater with 2 outputs, you're right in the point standings. If we can do well here and place a newer show, what's that going to do for Firefox?
It should give us second. I don't think we're going to catch instant air freight because he's got, I think about 4 or 5. He's 1,200 right now, but I think he'll be ahead of us by a few points. But second.
It seems your experience has really paid off in this boat. How's the teamwork of you and Mike coming together right now?
Oh, great, great. We're really doing good. We're real happy, and he's driving real good, and no complaints. Everything's working out real nice.
Very good. There you have it. From Freeport, New York, for the Scorpion 100 Firefox race team. These guys are really having some loose riding right here. DiCarlo and Mike have got this boat running a little too loose, possibly a little too rough, but running real strong. These guys really come out racing. DiCarlo's got a lot of experience in race years up there, racing over 20 years. Look at it right there, coming down on the right sponson. It's good weather here. Some of the other skaters are running pretty. There you see him coming by Dietro Realy on the inside and chasing another boat real strong. There's centerfold on the outside. We've got some good racing right here. Look at this picture and this view. This is real exciting offshore racing right now. Coming on right here, DiCarlo and Firefox making a big move right now. Dietro Realy right in the middle there, that velocity. Pardon me, the statistician has corrected me. That's Corvette Plus, the 24-foot superboat. Corvette Plus in the middle, centerfold on the outside. Firefox on the inside. These boats are really running hard right now. Look at this racing right here. A77 Corvette Plus right in the middle of the pack. Jim Boyd right here with that big block Chevy in there. And there's JD on the outside with Brad Cox from Greenwich, Connecticut. Breakaway race team on the outside and making a move. Corvette Plus hanging right tough right there. Breakaway on the outside. Firefox on the extreme inside. Perrette and Bartel and Verso Centerfold has their boat right in the thick of things too. Coming around the 3rd checkpoint and running strong. Make a nice turn there and really take off Firefox. Look at him shoot out of that turn. Look at that right here. The two 24-foot skaters really moving. There they are. Antonio Verso's great boat. That 30-foot superboat centerfold. Teddy's got Ron Barrett and Richard Bartel taking him for a ride. With those 3 OMCs really doing some serious power planting right now. Tony's taking a sabbatical from offshore racing temporarily. We'll just have to see if he comes back or what, but he's got his boat out here. Real good competitor right there. JD from Greenwich and Breakaway, another 24-foot skater. Very similar boat as to DiCarlo's Firefox. A little different power plant, the stock 200s versus the 2.4s. Right here you see JD pulling a little bit right there. Look, oh man, look at DiCarlo get loose and shoot across JD's wake. Boy, was that getting loose. You see him stuff that boat right there and just shoot across. That's certainly going to take them out of the race. That's really got to shake you up. Not only the boat, but just your own insides get rattled right in there. Man, we were calling it before that boat seemed a little loose. But boy, I just couldn't tell right there. He was running real good with Jay D'Elia, trying to make a move. Maybe got a little too excited, caught a wave and stuffed the front of that cat. We hope they're all right. We'll have to get official results later. But right now, we're staying with the survivor of that one, C44 Breakaway. John D'Elia, along with Brad Cox, really coming together as a race team also. JD making a move up from A to C in this new boat, and he's got this skater really cooking right now. There's been a lot of talk about that these skaters are a good way to go. Of course, you've seen High Risk and City Limits. Very similar boat, identical hulls actually. They've got some good success, but right now it's a little rough right here in the Scorpion 100 in Freeport, and we're just going to have to see how rough can the water be for these skaters to perform in this offshore racing. You see right now they're getting a little rough ride, bouncing around in there, a lot more than normal in the calmer races. Deep V's could really prevail right now. With the chop right here, they're only able to average speeds in about 65 to 70 miles per hour. This boat can do high 70s, but with the weather the way it is and the water, they're just going to have to take it a little easy. Averaging speeds of 70 miles per hour right now and looking good, but boy, are they getting a little loose. Similar to Firefox race team right there. Perhaps these skaters haven't met their match with certain water conditions. Time will prevail right here. But still looking good. Montrons and Latch is still running good. Bounty Hunter is running well. Joey and Precious, East Coast Marine, is really running consistently. Friends and Hotshot race team falling back a little. We might have some technical problems there. We'll just have to wait and see. Always a competitor, Hotshot race team. Dietro Realy is still in there. Doug Carmen is making a move and trying to hang tough. Corvette Plus still in there. Seahawk is running. Right here, as you stay with JD in this Breakaway race team, he's really looking good. It's a confident crew. The kid's really got his throttling down. Brad, his admirable driver, is really gaining experience for this year. But JD, he's the up-and-coming rookie star. He was a rookie 2-3 years ago on the campaign, and he's just hot. He's young and he's hot, and he's really got his whole career ahead of him right here on the NPBA. One of your up-and-coming stars on the circuit. We've just been enjoying a real fine ride with this Breakaway race team. They've been a pleasure to watch. They've got this boat trimmed a little better right now, but as you can see, maybe not, still bouncing around. It does look rough, but I think that's going to be the prevailing conditions for the remainder of this race. Rough water out here in Freeport today, and it's going to be tough on these guys. Right now, JD, he's really got C-place, not totally locked up, but he's well out in front with 1,600 points, and he's really looking good. Boat looks strong. He's got to finish here and really make a good bid at New Rochelle, because the C-Class is really competitive. J.D. D'Elia, the Philippone boys, and Double Vision. Bill Friends is there. A lot of boats are up for grabs in C-Class. Courageous Cat also in the hunt for things. Right now we're on Outlaw. B101. It's a 24-foot Outlaw. Paul Paducci and Carl Lebeck. Powered with twin outboards, Merc outboards right there, and really looking good. These are stock 200s on the back of this boat. Whoa, look at him get out of the water right there, coming out twice. Has to get this boat trimmed down a little better. He's got to get the rhythm of these waves and really try to make some time. He's having his difficulty right here. This water is good for a deep V. If he can get that boat trimmed in right, he can really make some time. Even with the roughness you saw previously, those cats just skating over the top. Rough ride, but moving. These deep Vs have to get trimmed. These deep Vs have to get trimmed out better to make time. Every time they come up and back down, losing valuable time and falling further back in the pack. Try to stay in the 60-mile-per-hour range. Tough racing right here. Good-looking boat, however, and right here, these guys are really trying to get in command of things. Field stretching out. Bounty Hunter still running strong. East Coast Marine in there. Breakaway in class is really running well. Breakaway, High Risk, still running hard. That class is real tough right now in Titan Point C class. A lot of guys could really stand to improve their chances with a good showing here. These guys are really getting some rough riding in. Let's try to get that boat trimmed a little better to make some time here. This Outlaw is taking a pounding out here off the shore of Freeport, Long Island. Usually known for its rougher races. And B101 race team will really attest to that. Doug Carmen's Victory. 30-foot shadow, 30-foot Chris Cat, excuse me there, that's a 30-foot Chris Cat, Victory, E40. Carmen's really starting to work in this boat. I believe this is his third race. He was in Greenwich, took a third in Jersey, and right now he is right in here. Really coming together for the conclusion in New Rochelle. Got those 3 Merc outboards on the back of this boat, and this cat is really starting to perform. Good looking boat, good crew. Right there, that bracket setup looks rather high-tech in comparison to some of the other brackets you've seen on these boats. He's really going all out and going for some high-performance quality race equipment. Brackets on the back of that boat, real trick. Every edge is essential in offshore racing, and Carmen and his Victory crew are really trying to go for it. Doug's been around the circuit for years with various race teams, gained valuable experience, and finally has climbed the plateau of having his own race team, Victory. He's going to try to mold all those years of experience into his own race team and really try to make a bid through the remainder of 85 and catapult into 86. Looking real good and staying with an average speed right now of about 72 miles per hour. The wind's still relatively about the same. Slight mist in the sky, but the seas are still looking ominous, and they can be very treacherous to some of these boats if you're not careful. Right there, you see the bigger boats come out of the water too, but come down a little easier than those smaller cats. Really looking good right here. Doug Carmen's Victory race team. Well, here we go. We've had a real good run with Doug Carmen and his Victory race team. This boat still looking good. Crew's really hanging in there. Doug's lent a big hand with WD Marine, which is his marine over there in Freeport, lending a hand in just helping the boats get in the water, taking them in, putting them out, and he's really been a help in the staff for the Scorpion 100 out in Freeport. That's Doug Carmen's WD Marine, really doing a fine job helping out. But right now we're here for racing, and that's what it's all about. E40, he's in for some tough racing today. He's chasing some very strong boats right now who are still ahead of him. Firefox, who you saw earlier, had that terrible spin out. Bounty Hunter running strong. Montron's Instant Air Freight is still in there. Chasing East Coast Marine, and of course, Baxter's American Express, a real hard runner. If he hangs in there, he's always there. But lately, he's been running hard, and something misfortune causes damage. In for some tough competition, but hanging in there real well. As you all know, it's not all running out like a drag race, just hanging in there, keeping a steady clip and making sure that boat and your crew holds together. And that's the name of the game in offshore racing. But Victory, real smooth right here, still staying around the 70-mile-per-hour range, finding their own water, feeling real comfortable. Right now, there it is, C2, the revamped hotshot race team, that 30-foot executioner of Bill Friends. Along with Bill for the ride is Richie Afanti and Gene Fagner of Greenwich, Connecticut. This boat's been through some big overhauls, going all the way from inboards now to your 3 outboards, the big Mercs. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Bill's been experimenting with different setups, but hasn't quite been able to find the miles per hour desired. We're shooting for speeds of usually in the 80s, but the boat's been staying in the high 70s, low 80s. We'll just have to see. The Frenzy Engineering race team has been doing some big testing and some big engineering tests over there on Lake M in Greenwich, Connecticut, and we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Bill Frenz has really lent a big hand in establishing this organization, the NPBA. He's made it one of the finest and most talented offshore powerboat campaigns in the entire brings for the NPBA, but year after year the racing, the boats, the competition gets tougher and tougher, and we at Freeze Frame Photo really enjoy bringing you the action year after year on the grueling NPBA offshore campaign. Real nice overhead shot of that 30-foot executioner. Fountain Galbraith's marine design, really fine. You see that trick bracket on the back for those outboards. Reggie Fountain designed for that outboard conversion for this hull. All 3 motors seem to be performing for Bill right here. That's usually what they go out for. They hope if all motors hold together, they really... Racing is tough, and we're just going to have to wait and see. Even these outboards take a severe pounding as well as the inboards. Attrition and good mechanics are the name of the game. You want to avoid that big breakdown.